Head for the Cure 5K events are not only successful fundraisers in the fight against brain cancer, but unique tributes for those currently fighting this terrible disease and remembering those who have lost their battles. Head for the Cure was started in honor of a man named Chris Anthony. Chris's motto was always keeping the faith. He lived it daily. He signed off every email with keeping the faith. And his faith enabled him to maintain his grace, dignity, courage, and strength throughout his illness. That's why every year we honor brain cancer patients and their loved ones with a special recognition we call Keeping the Faith. Each of their stories is personal and special, and all are inspiring.
Roger Mommertz, nominated by Holly Mommertz. Roger has been fighting brain cancer since 2006. He was diagnosed the first time while on Army deployment and was medically retired from the Army due to the seizure disorder his first brain surgery left him with. His ependymoma has returned for the fourth time this year, 2021. He has endured 3 brain surgeries, radiation, chemotherapy, clinical trial, gamma knife radiation, paralysis, and years of occupational and physical therapy, but he doesn't give up. Cancer is hard. Sometimes it leaves you disfigured and or disabled, but he keeps fighting. Cancer has taught him to not give up, to continue living life. Don't stop.
Joshua Pate, nominated by Laura Town. Wow, where do I even begin with sharing how amazing my nephew Joshua is? At the young age of 4, doctors finally did an MRI of his brain and found a golf ball-sized tumor just above Joshua's brainstem. They quickly did surgery, and finally, after 2 weeks of recovery, Joshua was able to go home. What they found was an ependymoma. After recovery and treatment for 6 years, Joshua lived a pretty normal life. At 10 years old, the tumor came back, and that's when life as a cancer patient would really start. At 10, 12, 14, 16, and continuously since, Joshua has had reoccurring cancer, needing 8 craniotomies, multiple rounds of different chemos, every kind of radiation, including full brain and spine, so many different trials, and trips to different hospitals. Joshua, at 21 years old now, is fighting his 10th reoccurrence of this horrible disease. Joshua has been wheelchair-bound since high school, but he was voted as Coming Home King, Michigan's winter homecoming, his senior year, attended his prom, he was so handsome, and then graduated and walked on his day of graduation. If that's not amazing enough, Joshua has attended several college classes just to keep learning. Several years ago, Joshua became septic with a severe infection, and we were uncertain if he would make it through the night. He had stroke-like activity at that time and is now hemiplegic and hearing impaired with a cochlear implant. During that time, Joshua was placed in hospice, but shortly after he was doing so well that they stopped hospice. How often do you hear that? Has that ever stopped Josh from fighting? No way. His goal is to make it back to Austin for the next Central Texas Head for the Cure event in 2022, and I can't wait to celebrate that day with him. Josh has always been an inspiration to me, but after I was diagnosed with brain cancer in 2015 and 2018, I knew I could never give up because the coolest dude I know never has. Thank you, Joshua, for always being so awesome and inspiring. Thank you for your courage and for allowing us to honor you. The Legacy of Love Award was implemented at our North Texas event in 2011 in honor of Stevie Pate. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 28, and although Stevie would go on to battle brain cancer for 3.5 years, her heart was always open to reach out and help others, even as she was going through an incredibly difficult time. Stevie always took the high road and walked through each day with great integrity and a big smile on her face. This award is easily defined by actions of integrity, encouragement, determination, and truly loving and serving others, especially those in need. The recipient of this must have a strong desire to encourage and help others. This deserving person must be a leader each day and also have the courage to smile in the midst of adversity. We'd now like to share their story.
Sarah Schroeder, nominated by Travis Schroeder. When Sarah lost her dad to brain cancer in 2011, she needed an outlet for her grief. She and her dad loved to race together, and once she found Head for the Cure, a new journey began. She would never take credit for anything related to the Central Texas race, but she deserves a mountain of it. To say she's been the face of Head for the Cure Central Texas would be an understatement. She pours her heart and soul into the event every year. Her family and friends are so proud to support Sarah in her mission to help grow the Central Texas race each year. Although tragedy brought her to the Head for the Cure community, it's the small triumphs that keep her coming back. She's on a mission to spread the word and do just a tiny part in continuing the fight against brain cancer. She does it for her dad and your dad. She does it for your family and your friends.